So I arrived here today, the largest vocational school in Ljubljana, Slovenia, actually in all of Slovenia. What's the name of the school?
Srednja poklicna šola Bežigrad.
And it's in the city here in Ljubljana, and you can see it's an older school, very large school, approximately 1,000 students. And as you can see, some of the students are on a break right now. So I arrived here today at the largest vocational school in Slovenia, and as you can see, it's got a model of a car here, which is a pretty good indication it's a vocational school. And what's the name of this school?
Srednja poklicna šola Bežigrad.
Okay, and this is a upper secondary school, or kids can be higher age, but basically they can start this school at age 15 years old. So you're the director of the school?
Yes.
Yeah, and what is your name?
Francisca Almasor.
Okay, and if I can just get everybody else's name real quick, how about yours? Your name?
Bernarda Clemens.
Okay, and
She's a head of Intercompany Education Center.
okay,
Alois Kranz. I'm a headmaster assistant.
okay,
Andrej Prašnikar, also assistant.
okay, and
Marko Gale, a head of practical education in school.
Our school is one of the biggest vocational school in Slovenia. We have 15 different programs, vocational and technical programs for mechanic, textile and logistic. And we have a very good cooperation with our partners, the companies. And Marko is one of the team who make the dogovore.
Contractions, cooperation.
so the kids are here part of the time and part of the time they're working?
Yes. they do.
Is there a percentage breakdown about half and half, or what's the?
No, it's not half and half, but it's, I can say in weeks, not in percentage, 24 weeks in 3 school years on vocational level.
Only apprenticeship
Yes,
Go to
apprenticeship
the,
is different story.
54 weeks.
Our in apprenticeship version of education, they need to pass over 50% in company and maximum 60, between 50 and 60% of all responsible hours they need to realize in a workplace, in company.
Do they get paid to work in the
Yes,
company?
they need to get a salary, a price, not a salary, because they're not employed.
Right.
They have just what to say. The program of education is the same, but the realization could be apprenticeship or a school version. And if they are in companies, they have a contract or with company for all period. They have been educated, and they can get price for every month they're there.
It's a nominal, just a small amount of money. They would.
It's not so small. It's depend on school years, but as a beginners, they get almost half of average of Slovenian salary.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
in the first school year, and in the last 2/3 of average, minimum Slovenian salary, not average. Sorry.
Wow.
Minimum.
So it's a little bit like the dual system in Germany, where they're actually getting
Yes,
paid.
it's a copy of German system.
Yeah.
But Slovenian version
We have
adapted.
our own system
Right.
because we don't like copy-paste.
Okay.
It's basically, but we adapt it in Slovenian condition.
So I'm not gonna. I'm familiar. I was in 13 schools over there, so I have a little bit of idea how it works. But how is the system a bit different here than in Germany?
In Germany, apprenticeship is a tradition, and in Slovenia we started it this school year as an experiment, because later it will be involved in all programs, step by step.
Is the apprenticeship a new thing here?
Yes,
Oh, it is?
completely new. We started this school year as a new way of education because companies want that. This workplacing is part of education last 15 years.
Okay.
But not a version like apprenticeship, not contract with companies and not price like it is now. So legislation need to change because of that, and now this is a new way.
In a better way, you think? Yeah.
First experiences say that this is very good way. Companies are satisfied and students, by the other hand, too.
What? If I can get an idea, so the kids come here at about what age? Age 15?
15 years
15
old,
years
yes.
old, yes.
Okay, yeah. I read a little bit about it before I came. And then they're here, what, 3 years?
3 or 4,
Vocational
it depends.
education, 3
They
years.
can choose, depend on their level they choose. They can choose technical level, which is 4 years long, and vocational level, which is 3 years long. But when they finish this vocational, they can upgrade their education in 2 years and become technical level.
They would go here or to like a polytechnic or something like that?
No.
Here.
Everything
we have
here.
this program here also.
And after they're done here, they could work in other parts of the EU
Yes. they
with
can.
some type of certification that would,
It can go on.
yeah. And what percentage of the students choose the vocational route here? Is it 60% or
In Slovenia,
Yeah.
Koliko
Slovenia.
prihaja na strokovne šole?
about 20.
20%?
Of all students.
We have technical education and vocational education, and yes, about 20%.
So in their lower secondary, the kids decide if they're going to go vocational route, technical route, is that right? Or gymnasium,
General.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right. And so what's the difference between technical and vocational?
More practical.
Ja. Več prakse je pa
Yeah. So
višja stopna.
technical level, at least 1 year more, and have more theory and less practical work in workshops and less education in companies. But vocational level is a good base to learn concrete vocation.
Okay. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like, what percentage of the kids go to gymnasium
In Slovenia,
in Slovenia?
Ker hočejo nadaljevati
gimnazija sprašuje, koliko
Koliko
procentov
gre?
gre na gimnazijo.
okrog 30%.
Around
So
30%.
30%
Okay.
of all students go to gymnasium.
Okay. So just so I get an idea, so after lower secondary, if the kids don't want to go to school anymore, they can leave.
This is obligated basic education and then no more.
Then no more after lower secondary.
Yes.
Yes.
But most kids will continue on.
Practically 99%
Okay.
maybe.
So 30% go to gymnasium. That leaves
Yes.
around 70% left. So
Yes.
the other percent then go to technical and vocational. Is that right?
Yes.
So it's really high here,
Ja.
incredibly high.
In last 20 and 15 years, the biggest percentage went to gymnasiums, but nowadays no more.
Okay. So why is that? Why do you think that is? Because is it the change in society?
Economic situation.
Yes. And it's easy to get a job for vocational education.
That's the main
And
thing.
a shorter way to become independent of youngers, because after 3 or 4 years they can employ it and start to earn money and start to think about independence. But if they go to gymnasium, it takes 4 years, and then they need to go to university
University,
another
right,
4 years.
right.
So this means a long period, and
So,
With
8
lot
or
of-
9 years.
right. So here in Estonia, vocational doesn't have a bad context, like it doesn't have a bad stigma.
No.
Right. Like in Estonia,
Not
it kind of has a
anymore.
bad stigma, right? A
In
lot of.
history it had, but now not anymore.
Right.
Not anymore.
When did that change?
During last 10 years maybe.
Oh, it did.
This was a process.
And economics changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that crisis, 2008,
Mm-hmm.
slowly they start to change thinking,
Mm-hmm.
youngers, because they see the situation.
Oh, okay.